Welcome back to another episode of Mike and Drew Sports Show, where we got the hottest sports topic. It's your host, Jamez Jordan. I'm sitting with your boys, Mike and Drew.
What up, dude?
Let's get it.
You ready, fellas? All right,
sure.
we got word like 30, 40 minutes ago that the trade just went down.
Okay.
Lakers, Pelicans. Pelicans trade AD to the Lakers for Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, 3 first-round picks, and the 4th pick. Come on, man. What we going to talk about? Let's get it.
I like the trade. You already know that. Lakers fan all day long. Been waiting on it. Knew it was coming. Anthony Davis going to L.A. Ain't really too much to be said. I'm glad they kept Kuzma, though. That's a big piece that they kept. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they made that the make or break piece. Right. Brandon Ingram and Lonzo. I wish Lonzo could have stayed kind of, sort of, because I know him and LeBron kind of tight.
You said who?
Lonzo. I wish he could have stayed, you know what I'm saying? Because I know him and LeBron kind of tight.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let's get it. Get to this next season. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. They're the favorites. Vegas said that before they even did the trade. So.
Right. I'm ready. I'm just ready to see, like, who they get next. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just talk was to get Anthony Davis. So now we got him. So who we about to get next?
They're talking Jimmy Butler. They talking about trying to Jimmy Bucket.
Now we need a bench. We need the future. So do you think we should just do you think this is gonna help us get deep into the playoffs?
Yeah, off top. Anthony Davis, I've been waiting to see him go deep in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So he can solidify himself as a top player in the league. LeBron, he always go deep in the playoffs. But like you said, though, we do need to maybe work on our bench. You know what I'm saying? We got Kuzma. Maybe instead of getting like
I seen they said they zeroing in on Kemba Walker.
Yeah, that's a good pick too. But now I'm thinking like you said, we should probably get somebody coming off the bench because that's what we're gonna need for real.
Yeah, no, I think it might be a few free agents they might be able to pick up. I was just reading up and seeing Derek Favors. He
That'd be nice.
Like a decent big man, young big man that'll fit alongside with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that'd be nice for sure. Yeah. But it's a good trade. A+. They got the job done. All that hoopla go out the window.
Yeah, it go to A+ on both sides. Yeah. Really, like the Pelicans. Now you about to draft Zion Williamson. You got the number 4 pick with Josh Hart, Lonzo, and Brandon Ingram. They already got chemistry. Now you adding Zion Williamson in with them. So
they should be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and with the number 4 pick, no telling they could use that. Like they probably gonna trade that away and get somebody else.
Yeah, I see both teams doing very well.
Okay, since we're speaking about that, so who got the better? Who won? Who won the trade? Who got the better part of the stick?
I have to go with the Lakers. They've been trying to get the job done. This was a goal to get 2 to 3 free agents. They got LeBron, got Anthony Davis. It's been the goal to get AD to L.A. Let's get it. We're about to see what's going down now for real.
I think the Pelicans, got the better part of the deal just because they just got way more assets and they just stripped the Lakers. Like, they got the future. Like, they stripped the Lakers' future, I feel like, with taking all the first-round picks. Like, I feel like LeBron and AD LeBron gonna be done about 3 or 4 years, but I feel like the Pelicans.
But that's why they kept Kyle Kuzma though, because he gonna be the one that's gonna step up eventually, and you know what I'm saying. Had that championship. You know what I'm saying. Basically, had that championship behavior, whatever you want to call it.
They gotta get there first.
All right.
We gonna see.
All right.
We gonna see. Okay.
Yeah. But Kyle Kuzma for sure gonna have that experience later on down the line to lead that franchise to where it needs to go.
Zion
he only 24.
That's
gonna be key with the Pelicans.
With Lonzo Ball.
We can't judge who got the better end of the trade yet, especially for the Pelicans, because we got to see them later on down the line. They're not gonna win in the next few years. If they don't win in the next 8 years, it's gonna be the same thing. Zion gonna be Anthony Davis number 2.
It ain't gonna take that long with the talent they got.
I hope not.
With the experience they just gained in that, like in the NBA, things could be done like within a year or two.
This is true.
And then you have to think about the 3 that was traded from the Lakers: Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart. They just went through some very emotional things when it came to like an organization. So now that kind of grew them up a little bit. Yeah. So they prepared for anything now, like when it comes to how to deal with a team and what to expect. Because at the end of the day, you know that it's all about getting to the playoffs.
Yeah, I see him being like a Nuggets team. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, having a bunch of people that could play
I
around
agree
him.
with that.
You know, something like a big man
Zion
who could do
Williamson,
everything.
They don't.
Yeah,
That's something. That's like box office right there.
that is.
Now you got Lonzo. Come on. Now you got.
And they still got Drew Holiday, Julius Randle.
Y'all think he's still gonna leave Drew Holiday? He was talking about leaving.
He might.
Oh, he on his he a free agent?
I think so. I think he was talking about leaving based off what Anthony Davis was gonna do. I don't know if he a free agent, but he was talking about leaving.
Come to the Lakers then, man. We'll bring you in. We'll welcome you with open arms, man.
All right, so we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about what's been the talk. Okay, the Raptors just beat the Warriors. I'm sick. You know, but it's all good. They deserve it. They deserve it. 4 wins to 2. Your boy Kawhi. Let's just start with Kawhi. Like, what does this mean for his legacy? I call him the 3-peat stopper because he literally just stopped 2 teams from 3-peating. And it's just like, I don't know, the boy is ready.
Yeah, you know, it intensified his legacy for sure. It put him up there with the best small forwards in the game. I feel like he top 3, 2, 4 small forward. I got him above KD right now because he won with 2 different. It's just a bunch of stuff Kawhi had went through to get the job done with the Raptors, a whole nother country. Like MJ said, I'm gonna let him say that GOAT Raptor.
The greatest Raptor of all time. That's what it means for his legacy.
Yeah,
And
I gotta agree now at this point.
right, because he just straight up dominated every game. I feel like it could have possibly been a sweep. The Warriors, fought back late at the end, but other than that, they was up 15-16. What was that, game 2, and let them come back and get the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And then game 5, they was up the whole time. And you know what I'm saying, they fought back at the last few minutes.
Hit 3 trays.
Right, but you know what I'm saying, it was really one-sided, really, I feel like, and that's because of Kawhi. He didn't, like you say, the 3-peat stopper, stop LeBron. He was about to stop them when they got KD, but got injured.
While being injured still.
Yeah.
While being injured, still. Another Finals MVP.
Yep. And
he a legend.
Steph was close. That was a good open look for Steph, but he's 0-8 and go ahead shots. So how does this affect his legacy? Or does it affect his legacy?
That 0-for-8 affects his legacy a little because now it's like people about to get that eye on you, like what you doing with the game.
I've been on him for as far as the finals.
I feel like it's the far as, like I said, as far as the finals goes, it shouldn't be on him. You know what I'm saying?
Because on him, period. Then
no, it got to be on you for the last shot because at the end of the day, everybody knew LeBron could ball, but that last shot is the shot we want you to take and hit, and the shot you should be taking and hit for your team. You know what I'm saying? You 0-for-8 in the playoffs for your second shots. Granted, though, everybody be checking Steph Curry when he shoot. Like, even that shot, it was 2 people on him. He had to fade. I feel like if he would have maybe kind of
shots, he had enough.
Yeah, he had Steph. Yeah, for sure. For Steph, I feel like he should have just took his time and shot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no time. No, they too anxious, man. It's a lot of adrenaline.
That's his shot.
They
on the verge of being eliminated. He wide open. He got a good look, but it didn't drop.
But
he probably was emotional off the Clay injury. You know what I'm saying? He tried. You seen him trying to rush and get the job done. Like, oh, Clay out, so now he trying to turn it up and play more intense, but it just wasn't working. The Raptors was coming back. Van Fleet hitting every shot. Serge Ibaka,
boy got
Pascal,
ice in his veins for sure. I don't know. That boy was born in Nova Scotia, Siberia, or somewhere, the mountains, Mount Everest.
Credit because it was a couple times I was looking at him like, stay on that boy.
It wasn't nothing nobody could do with Van Fleet though. J. Cole.
For real.
No, I don't feel like. I feel like that stat do something for Steph's legacy. Other than that, losing the finals, like I've been knew, you know what I'm saying? They was beatable, especially with all the injuries. Yeah. You know, it just is what it is.
Kawhi, MVP, obviously, 2-time MVP, did it for the Warriors. You say you consider him the best Raptor ever. And so what does this do for his legacy next? Like, do he stay with the Raptors? Should he stay with the Raptors or should he just go join the Clippers? Because he's not going to the Lakers. But should he go to the Clippers?
No,
or should he leave?
You stay in Toronto, man. You just won them their first title. in franchise history. I feel like him and Kyle Lowry, you know what I'm saying, kind of cool after the interview.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah, they
Seen
won
him
a
open
ring,
up.
so
I mean, okay, all right,
Yeah.
for sure. So that's more incentive for you to, you know what I'm saying, stay. They doing the wine. They call it the wine in Kawhi,
Yeah,
where
Kawhi.
he could eat free. They give him living situations for free. You can eat anywhere in the town for free.
Boy got some good benefits.
Yeah, and
I
you just
agree, though.
won,
401k.
and it's open.
retirement plan.
Hey. And you know what I'm saying? It's open next year. No KD, no Clay.
And it's like it's like
You don't-
you
I
don't
feel
need a
like-
super team no
Right.
more.
I feel like you don't. It ain't a reason for you to leave until you lose. Like, all right, well, I just lost this last one. Like LeBron lost. He like, well, all right, well, I'm on to LA. You just won. If you don't win again, hey, demand a trade. That's what everybody doing now. That's what you are. You just did it.
Pick your own destiny.
Yeah,
Go ahead or sign a 2-year. But Kawhi staying Toronto, man.
I agree 100%. Don't make no sense to leave.
I agree too. Like, I don't see who leaves after winning a championship. You
got-
can do it again. You can repeat and still. You already made history. You can continue to make history. You got a
Right.
city that loves you. And you forget a city. You have a country.
Yeah.
Who has a country behind them? You got a country behind you.
A country.
So, yeah, but
And Drake out there.
and yeah, one of the top.
Just dropped
rappers
two
in the
songs.
game.
Just dropped 2 songs. That's cold.
And you know he gonna drop an album. Probably had him as the artwork.
Right. Had Kawhi on the album.
For real, with the ring. So, but we had some upsets with KD going down with his Achilles, and we have Clay who just went down and found out he has a torn ACL. So, with these two major injuries from two great players for this organization, what's next for the Warriors? I'm gonna start with you, Drew.
It's gonna be tough. Somebody got to get the max. I don't know if both of them can get it, but they not gonna be as dominant as they were before, for sure. They might still make the finals with the Lakers getting AD now. That's gonna make it harder for them to do that. You still got the Rockets lurking. You still got teams, the Nuggets lurking now. It's just gonna be harder, you know. It's just gonna be harder, but they still gonna be in contention. You know what I'm saying? They might make a trade pop. If they could sign both of them to a max deal, maybe one of them take less money. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta see with free agency. KD might be gone though, so it's
What do you
just
think
gonna
the
be
playoffs is gonna be like for next season?
way more competitive than it was.
For them though, for the Warriors.
It's gonna be more competitive.
They looking at a
Next time they play the
looking at a
Trailblazers-
good third or fourth seed.
Next time they play the Trailblazers, it's going 7 instead of 4 because they not gonna have KD. They not. It's gonna go.
You never know,
never
man.
have
With
Clay
the
or-
NBA today,
Yeah,
they make
you feel me?
anything.
So,
They
they
can
had
make
Clay
anything
last-
happen, man.
Yeah, true.
But
Because you still got you still got Draymond. You still got that core that's still there. Just missing those two pieces, those two great pieces.
The most important thing is
Just
for
a
them
great
to
baby.
do is to retain Clay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give him his max.
They was talking
money.
about giving him the max.
Yeah, so go ahead and get
He
Clay,
deserved a max.
and you gonna worry about KD later and see where he goes, see where his mind at, and if you probably want to try to get DeMarcus Cousins back too,
Yeah, he ain't gonna. He don't.
Especially
He don't
because
really,
but Steph with Draymond,
DeMarcus not gonna really want too much money, so they should try to make that a priority
yeah,
too.
I feel like
Just
they could. I
low-key.
feel like they could give him another $5 million and make it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
something
saying?
between that range.
Yeah,
Another
5
2, 3 mil,
about
8.
7.
Yeah,
yeah, something like that.
you know what I'm saying.
But-
So
And the biggest talk has been about whose fault was this when it came to KD's injury. And I know you talked a lot about this, Drew.
yeah,
You had a lot of criticism. So should KD have played or should he have not played?
no, based off the results, I feel like KD shouldn't have played. But in that moment, I understand why he did want to play, especially all the basically all the hate he been getting. You know what I'm saying, for the decisions he made. So I know why he wanted to play. Like KD. He kind of, I ain't gonna say he's sensitive, but he already be tapped into what everybody else saying deeper than, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like most athletes, what they be on, like he be more tapped into the negativity. We done seen him have burner accounts, all types of stuff, commenting on the net, talking to sports writers. So that's why he got out there. And that's what you're supposed to do. I don't blame him at all for getting out there. As far as Clay goes, I feel like definitely Clay should have been playing. Everybody can't sit out in the finals if they get hurt. They would have had
But
just
if
Steph
but
the
if
whole
you got
finals.
If you got a serious injury, you need to sit out. But nobody had a serious injury besides KD, and they wanted to rush him back because they was down 3-1. So they thought that.
I feel like a hamstring. I feel like a hamstring is serious too.
I mean, it helped them win the game.
Yeah, that's what and
It helped them get the
they needed
dub,
every last bit of them
but
12, them 11, 12 points that he scored.
But comes with a torn Achilles. You out for the whole next year. Your free agency is looking up in the air. They don't know what to do if they gonna sign you back. So I mean,
I feel like
we seen the results. He ended up
based off the
playing.
results, but it come with the game. Everybody, I mean, we done seen players get hurt. You know,
But you can't solely put it on the organization because
I put everybody included, KD included.
Yeah,
because KD wanted to get out
he
there.
wanted to play. That's the heart of a champion. That's just
Yeah,
like being
exactly.
mad
You
at
know what I'm
Isaiah
saying?
Thomas
That's
for
the heart of a
continuing
champion.
to play
Yeah.
off of,
You can't be mad at this.
Yeah.
You can't be mad.
because what if the outcome would have came into him not tearing his Achilles and winning?
Exactly.
It would have been a different,
whole
it would've
different
been a
narrative.
story.
Yeah,
Nobody saw that coming at all.
nobody saw
Anybody
it.
was like, okay, maybe he gonna re-injure his, you know what I'm saying, calf, but nobody seeing him being out for the whole next season, especially with his contract year coming up.
And I feel like it's just like it's about the player at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's about what they want to do. Like I done seen it a bunch of times. Kawhi, he ended up on the Raptors because he twisted his ankle and stayed in the game.
Right.
Then twisted his ankle again. You know what I'm saying? But when he first twisted his ankle, he wanted to play. Pop told him to play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just bad. But then he ended up sitting out the whole season.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to play. So it's like, I feel like it's just based off the player, what they want to do. But at this point, you can never say nothing about nobody ever sitting out in no situation again. Nobody can.
Yeah.
After watching what just happened to Kevin Durant. For real, you can't question nobody.
They shouldn't never question anybody anyway.
Yeah, you can't.
But you know how the media does.
Yeah. You know how we do. Everybody do.
everybody
Especially when it's a player you feel like should be playing, like you invested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's a team you invested in, any type of way. Not literal investment.
I felt like he should have played.
Right.
And I felt bad. Like,
right though. And you the Warriors
I felt
fan.
bad. Like, dang, was that my fault? right. But so, Mike, I want to talk. I want you to speak on this. I want you to talk about what is these injuries and basically they say a dynasty that has just been taken over. What does this do for the rest of the NBA? Because now it's looking like the West is open.
Yeah, give the rest of the NBA hope. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron and the Lakers, they went ahead and made that trade happen. Like, hey, we need to get this done right now because it's looking like it's really open. It's like the Warriors, they crippled. So LeBron, you was already looking to take, you know what I'm saying, take over the throne no matter where you was going, to the East or the West. So that's open for them. And for any other team, it could possibly be somebody new. Maybe the Nuggets might, you know what I'm saying, mess around and because they went deep last year, you know. So yeah, it's really just open for the whole NBA.
Yeah, the Warriors literally crippled. I like that word. That was a good word that you used to describe them because they really crippled right now. And it's going to be a long road back. So the whole league wide open, the West wide open, the East wide open.
Yeah, it's really gonna come down to
Warriors not dominant
where all
no
these
more.
free agents go. Now they could pick where they, you know what I'm saying, want to go.
And KD might
based,
still
based
leave.
off the injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I thought I was gonna link up with KD, or
But
I
he
thought I
gonna
was
stay. He gonna sign this, take his option.
Right. So are they just waiting to hear what his news is gonna be or see if he gonna stay or not? So you know what I'm saying? That's
Then the AD trade put pressure on other people too.
right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
it turned the whole league upside down, man. I like it. I think it's getting back to the older NBA where it's just nothing but competitiveness and
It's competition.
Yeah, the super team era might be dead
East and West.
because I feel like at this point, you get a super team together, they for sure might not win. Like, then you don't wasted all that money, all that time.
yeah. So it don't make no sense to try to gain up 2 or 3 players.
Right, like
Might as well
LeBron and AD might be enough. Like they might not even need to
you
bring
might as well
nobody else.
get
Like get the bench
eight solid,
right.
eight
get the
solid
bench
players
right.
and get you 2 superstars, and that's how you gonna run it.
Cause Kimba, you gonna have to give him some money.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
No, he coming with the max.
Yeah, you got to give Kimba
Cause he
some
just
bread.
made
so.
the all NBA team. So.
Exactly. And Kimba, he could be he could score the ball, but he can for sure be like an Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
and I
'cause
ain't got no
he's a-
time for that.
Yeah, no,
he's
he
like
didn't
I had
got
no time for that, huh?
what?
He's a good one-on-one player.
Yeah, you feel me?
Rely
Yeah.
on him to get his own basket or even just set up
Yeah,
anybody
he
else.
done got
but
50 points multiple times.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna see how everything shake. It's really low key around KD.
Yeah.
Really.
And but everybody going somewhere. We just seen that Kyrie just opted out of his contract. and could possibly be playing for the Nets. And they said he just parted ways with his agency.
Yep, and signed the Rock Nation.
Signed the Rock Nation. And I said this in the beginning. I didn't say it on the show, but I said this to myself. I said, okay, Jay-Z was one of the top people, first hip-hop artists to become a billionaire. And I was like, Jay-Z might have a hand in getting some people because he's smart. He's a businessman. And, you know, hip-hop, the whole relationship between hip-hop and the NBA. Right. I feel like something going to happen with that. Kyrie signed into Rock Nation. So I just want to hear you guys talk about that. And not just that, but talk about the whole Kyrie and the Nets.
It's clear as it seems clear as day that, you know, if you sign with Rock Nation, I guess Jay-Z got like some ownership in the Nets. Mm-hmm. He wanted to go to New York, but I guess it was a better opportunity in Brooklyn. I feel like he's going to go to Brooklyn at this point. They got a lot of good pieces. They still in the East. They could, you know what I'm saying, he could take over a major role that he didn't have in Boston, which I still don't understand why he went there, but that's another topic for another day. But yeah, he should. He most definitely, I feel like he should go to Brooklyn at this point because it's everything he wanted. You got sort of the bright lights in New York. You know what I'm saying? It's a new team. You could take them, possibly win a championship next year if he that cold. You know what I'm saying? If he as cold as he think he is.
I just thought about KD might be gone for real at this point because KD messed with Jay-Z too. Yeah. Jay-Z might have tapped in with KD. Like you said, he tapped in with the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. Kyrie for sure going there. It's obvious. I feel like Kyrie wouldn't have even made this decision if he
without talking to or knowing that something else was gonna happen. Right,
he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that and just make this decision right now.
To the
opt
Brooklyn
out.
Nets though. Yeah, out of all the teams,
and they talking about they about to get rid of D'Angelo Russell. Like it's all looking too perfect.
Right, they already done moved. They already done move players, so you don't do that without knowing. Hey, you coming here?
Right, and Jay-Z probably really talked like how you said the relationship is. Like you brought that up, so. I feel like after what y'all two just said and just me thinking about it right here in this moment, KD and Kyrie gonna end up in Brooklyn. Like,
yeah, I would love to see that. That'd be something to see. Would you like to see that? That'll change the NBA once again. Like it's like
because they have an immediate threat to the Raptors off top.
Yeah,
off top,
especially with them two.
Yeah,
but we thinking about it won't be next season because Achilles just happened. NBA Finals, so that's like a whole year.
He's out for the next season. I don't even look forward to him even coming back because it's impossible. Yeah. Don't even do that to yourself and try to fight back, no matter what team you on or what they giving you or anything. Don't come back.
Get out of here.
But I wish we could stay on this topic longer, but we got to take a quick break. We got to pay some bills. We're back. Mike and Drew's Sports Show. If you just tuning in, I'm here with my boy Mike and my boy Drew. All right, we're going to talk about this discussion we've been talking about for a minute. My boy Mike brought this up. He said, who has the better career, Andre Iguodala or Tracy McGrady? So since you brought this up, Mike, we're going to start with you, man.
Nah, I know it might seem a little crazy. People might, get their quote-unquote panties in a bunch. But I'm just saying, though, as an overall career, I feel like Iggy has a better career because, once again, championships matter, right?
Yeah.
Going deep into the playoffs matter. And in order to do that, you got to perform on that level for a consistent basis. He won a gold medal. Mm-hmm. Still on the Warriors. 5 straight finals.
This is his first time. This is his first time going deep in the playoffs, right? With the Warriors.
I'm pretty sure he went with the
a couple times, which is not deep though. Probably like first.
Yeah, but T-Mac never got out the first round. That's the whole thing here, man. You could score out on points in the regular season, but when it come down to
he was going to the playoffs too. T-Mac, right? Just didn't got the first round.
He was going to the playoffs, but he didn't get out the first round, like you just said.
All right, for sure.
So I'm just saying. If you,
I feel like before Andre Iguodala got on the Warriors, this wouldn't even be a topic.
Why do it matter what team you on?
Cause that
what if T-Mac never went to Houston? If he would have,
I feel like he still would be better than Andre Iguodala if he never went to Houston. He could have stayed with the Magic his whole life.
Still been a scoring champ.
He still would be
and
better.
That's
than
all that
T-Mac.
matters. That's all that matters.
Then you got your All-Star games, your All-NBA teams. He known for defense. He only made like two defensive teams.
So what makes your career? What makes your
everything,
career good?
everything that comes with your NBA career, your scoring, your consistency, your legacy, all that. The stuff you said about Andre Iguodala is good for his career, but everything else he has none other than them 3 rings. And low key,
you can't just throw that off like.
No, he got them. Yeah, he got the 3. But you can't with Andre Iguodala because he's a role player, a cog in a big machine. He's
not a small part.
He's a big part, of course, but
he didn't hit big shots, check LeBron, the whole that's why y'all say, he won the finals MVP.
That's good.
And I can say with that, he won the finals MVP, and they're talking about if he should be a Hall of Famer.
Oh no, he's a Hall of Famer off top.
That was just a conversation because of the finals MVP. T-Mac has no finals MVP, never even went to a finals.
But he's a first ballot.
We already knew he was a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. I feel like that kind of ends that conversation.
It does. A bunch of things end this conversation.
That don't mean that your career is better.
If you first ballot Hall of Fame off top and somebody else is debatable, even with a finals MVP, yeah, that other person had a better career. He had to do some things that made his career first ballot worthy, and he didn't even win. It don't
matter because y'all always want to bring up rings with LeBron and Jordan, but now the rings don't even matter.
But you talking about LeBron and Jordan. You talking about Andre Iguodala and T-Mac.
They on the same. You saying it like T-Mac has done something has reached that level of like LeBron.
He's not on that level of LeBron and Jordan, but he's one of the top.
Okay, so if you're not on that level, where you go next?
Top scorers, top players to ever do it. Andre Iguodala ain't a top player to ever do it. He's one of the top role players to ever do it. Once you gonna run into T-Mac name before you run into Andre Iguodala name.
And Andre Iguodala ain't too far behind. He ain't too far behind.
All right.
For real. But his career, but I'm sticking with it. I feel like Andre Iguodala's career was better.
And what you say, Drew?
I feel like T-Mac is just, I feel like Andre Iguodala did have a better career. You know what I'm saying?
That's all we need to hear. He said he agreed.
But that don't really matter in terms of talking about T-Mac and a role player. Like it don't really matter. Like Robert Horry had a better career than a bunch of people.
T-Mac was a role player on the Pistons, on the Spurs.
That was he was like what, 42
on the Knicks.
He was
Come on, man. It's the same. Well, I mean, at the end of Andre Iguodala's career, he's still in the finals, still just put up 22.
But if he didn't play with players,
okay. So who did T-Mac play with?
Yao Ming. That's it.
Okay, he didn't play with nobody else. If you go down his
Vince Carter,
if you go down his whole
Shane Battier.
He ain't played with no good players.
No, he played with good players. I ain't saying he ain't played with good players.
If you a superstar, you supposed to be the one to take it to the next level.
You right. Exactly. That's why Andre Iguodala ain't even worthy of this.
But how did he take Stephen Clay? How did he pass up him? How did he pass up Stephen Clay?
The reason Andre Iguodala is talking about he hit big shots is because he playing with Stephen Clay. If he was the main player, he wouldn't even get
the main thing is he's hitting the big shots.
He didn't hit no big shots the other night.
Didn't he win? What game did he win? Game 2?
But you talking about this finals?
Yes, of this finals.
What he do game 6? Game 5.
22 points.
Game 6.
Look up his numbers.
I'm saying though.
They took an L.
He missed some big shots. He had some points.
And he didn't hit some big shots.
That's what T-Mac
MVP.
do.
T-Mac.
He had 22.
He do that in the regular season. That's what T-Mac do in the regular season. But when it comes to the playoffs,
I don't know.
T-Mac just wasn't nowhere to be found.
That boy, I don't know, man. He ain't got no other accolades. Like, if we talking about accolades for real, T-Mac got way more.
Nothing compares to 3 championship rings.
It do when you was a role player.
When you a role player, it's kind of hard to say.
You can't really say it.
Everybody McCall better than
right. He got 3 rings. He got a 3.
He got 3. His first 3.
His career better than T-Mac's already, right?
Come on, see.
Come on, man.
People gonna play to their point. They
like Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups, my dog, but he ain't have a better career than Allen Iverson.
See, we not even gonna be the topic.
You know
but
what
you
I'm saying? But he my dog for sure.
But you can possibly.
out.
Why did they
Big
trade
shout.
Ivo for T? Why did they trade Ivo for Chauncey Billups?
I don't know. That's a question I still
Yeah,
know the
that's
answer
still
to.
a question.
For real.
I was mad, but we're gonna get into the hockey, right? We're gonna talk about the St. Louis Blues winning the Stanley Cup. All right. And Ryan O'Reilly becomes the first player to score 4 consecutive games in the final since Wayne Gretzky. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
I don't know too much about hockey for sure. Like he said, the Blues won 4-1. Ryan O'Reilly, he won the Finals MVP. I'm going to start watching it off this Finals right here because they ain't won in 52 years. It seems very interesting for sure. So I'm going to check it out. What you think, Mike?
What you thinking, Mike?
Yeah, I keep up with hockey every now and then with like Sidney Crosby and
you know what I'm saying? They
Alex
beat the
Ovechkin.
Bruins.
You know, I
Yeah.
I know a few of the players, but you know, between the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup, I just roll with the NBA Finals. But I was still, you know, keeping tabs. But you know,
But if Boston would have won, they said they would have had, they would have had 3 championships at one time.
yeah, because of the Patriots.
Yeah.
And who else? Red Sox.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm all for hockey, man. I'm all with it, man. Let's start watching hockey.
By the jerseys off mentioning this. But we're going to get into boxing. Going to talk about Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. All right, man. Who's going to take this tonight? Because the fight comes on at what, 11?
11:30.
11:30. So who's winning? I don't know. I think Tom Schwartz is gonna do something because I was looking at his highlights. You know what I'm saying? He throw a mean right haymaker.
Okay.
He might get in deep. I seen how he goes in, and then the fact that once he started knocking his opponent off a little bit, he don't bag up and play defense. He goes straight in, and it's kind of hard to go against a zombie who just got knocked out and got back up. I don't know what to say about it.
Speak on it.
So, Drew, I want to start with you, man. Who you taking for the fight?
I'm gonna take Tyson. More experienced a tad bit. Fought tougher opponents. First fight since the coffin fight. I'm gonna start calling it the coffin fight.
Coffin fight.
But his first fight back, I expect him to show why he's worthy of the belt that he feel like he should have won. I was going for Deontay Wilder that last fight, but Tyson Fury came out and surprised me, and he really, you know what I'm saying, gained my support as well as a top fighter. So I'm definitely going for Tyson Fury. I'm going to call it knockout 8th round.
What you thinking, Mike?
I'm gonna roll with Tyson Fury, man. I don't know too much about Tom, but like you said, off of Tyson Fury last fight against Deontay Wilder, I feel like he want to come back and get a win and try to get some momentum going into that next fight against Wilder.
Yeah,
where he
exactly.
possibly could, try to get that W and really look like the man because they still ended in a draw. Mm-hmm. But I'm going with Tyson Fury.
And Tyson Fury, he bigger than dog. Yeah, for sure.
Got a few more fights under his belt.
We seen who Anthony Joshua the opponent was.
Anthony Joshua don't mean nothing. Don't speak that. It's like no, Anthony Joshua though, man, he a different. Get him out of here.
All right, recently we seen a video surface where a parent came out of the stands and pushed the little boy because the little boy and the parent's son were like in a little tussle, basketball stuff.
Tragic.
Yeah, so we want to talk about parents protecting their kids at sporting events and what is the limit? Like, what is a parent's limit when it comes to protecting their kids at a sporting event? Like, I want Mike to speak on that.
But I just feel like it's no limit for real. I don't know how are you asking the question?
Well, when it comes to protecting your kid, what is going too far? Because obviously the parent ran on court and pushed this other kid. Let me speak on it for me then first. if I see another person push my kid,
Right.
it's bad. It can go too far where it can end up being a brawl.
Yeah, but well, I'm gonna just say when I could tell off basketball, because you know it's a lot of emotions in basketball. You know, people get into it all the time. People get in each other's face, and sometimes you do start swinging. But I feel like you should be able to tell it off a parent what's the reaction gonna be once you make that reaction. So if you go out there and push somebody else's kid, nah, the bench about to come at you. You don't know what else could happen. Somebody parent could be even more mad than you was, and if they want to go to that next level, then that's
It's
where
there
it's gonna
at that
go.
point. Yeah, it's
So
there.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You could come up there and break it out, but I feel like you shouldn't go out there and push nobody kid. From the video I see, it didn't look like he punched them or did nothing totally disrespectful. They kind of got tangled up and maybe he snatched away and possibly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, smack
End
them.
up hitting him in his
Yeah.
face or something
Right.
like that. At that point, you let the refs break it up, or you could step out there like, hey, chill out, this and that. But I don't feel like you should go out there and like push him. He like kind of pushed him in his back, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he was emotional for sure.
Yeah, I just don't feel like you should be putting your hands on nobody else's kid. You could address the parent after the game or the coaches or talk to the kid from the bleachers. But other than that, you shouldn't do that because you don't know what people.
That's really exactly it. Like I said, he was just emotional, but you don't do that because it can go there quickly. You know, we done been at sporting events where it's been worse than that, for sure. So you can't even put yourself in that situation because you can get your kid further hurt.
Right,
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you don't know what can happen once you leave out the gym.
Yeah.
Somebody could still be thinking about it. You thinking you got the ups now because I just got revenge for my son. So
Right. But
now
they on the same tip.
Now they dad, okay, well you think you did something to my kid? Well, you know, stuff do go like that. So
I understand where he was coming from though,
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying, did look like the kids was on some type of extra stuff. I understand why he ran out there, but you can't
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure
though.
they was 7th to 8th grade, man.
Yeah.
Everybody in that age talking trash and they a little bit extra, especially with cameras out nowadays.
Right.
People, you know what I'm saying, looking for quick reactions.
Yeah, you can't.
So
be
with
on
that being said, parents stay in the stands, kids chill out. It's a game, and we expect these refs and coaches to take control and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we just having a good time on that basketball court, whatever sport it is, because at the end of the day, we still got to go home to our families and all of that. We want everybody to get home safely. So that just wraps up the end of episode 2 with Mike and Drew Sports.
Put some stank
Here
on
with your boys, Mike and Drew. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, man. So y'all make sure that y'all follow us on YouTube first and foremost, Mike and Drew Sports. Follow us on Instagram at Mike and Drew Sports with 2 S's. Be sure to look out for our app coming soon on iTunes and Google Play. Make sure you get ready to download that. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook, everything Mike and Drew Sports, man. Clothing, got a lot of new things on the way. So we thank y'all for y'all support and, subscribe.